Hello everyone. Today I wanted to make a video about skin, skincare and what society says about skin and how it kind of just brain rots you. I think um I feel like a lot of social media tells you that you're not pretty if you don't have the best, most clear skin. You're not attractive anymore. You're not like I know a lot of people that just aren't confident at all. I know a lot of us that struggle with acne and acne scars or whatever it may be, that they're so unconfident in themselves that they literally don't even go outside. They don't they just rot in their room all day. Like maybe not even they don't want to be seen by their family. They don't want to be seen by friends. They don't want to be seen by anyone. They don't want to be online. They don't want to post anything. They don't want to like you just completely disconnect from the world because in your head you think that you're not attractive anymore, you're not handsome, you're not beautiful, you're not pretty, you're ugly. And it's like, and the whole reason I wanted to make a video about this is because my skin really, I'll go through the whole story of everything. So in 2024, so I had acne like since 7th grade. So since I was like 13 to 14, I had acne. And you don't really think of it too much at the time, because you're the 7th grader. Your looks don't really matter when you're that young, like to you. You just care about video games or sports or something. But and then high school started, and it gradually got worse and worse and worse, and it just eat at you. It just eat at you, especially if you're on social media, or like if you have horrible friends and they like bully you for it, or if you get bullied for it, or for any particular reason. And senior year, like junior-ish to senior year, is when I actually started to see my skin improve. And I had this beautiful skin. I was so confident in myself. I had a big social media account, just posting myself. Everyone's like, oh, you're so handsome, you're so pretty, blah blah. And it's like, you finally feel good. And then my skin just completely destroyed itself for no reason. And I went down this huge rabbit hole of just products and going to the dermatologist, and nothing would fix it. Nothing would fix it. And this is where I want to talk about hormones, especially for women and girls, because as a man, you don't really get a lot of hormonal changes like women do. Like when their period starts, like before your period, during your period, after your period, you get a lot of hormone changes, and that that affects the skin for women. But as a dude, it's like you don't really, but yeah, so if you're the age between 14 and even like 22, 23 maybe, guys, no matter how many products you use, no matter how many 10-step routines you go through, no matter how many dermatologists you see, no matter how many Korean things you use, you won't really ever have a successful time with clearing your skin, because it's just hormones, guys. The entire point of skincare is to try and minimize the effects of your hormones and what they do to your skin. You can't ever clear it. You can't ever fully successfully, you just can't. It's your hormones. You literally, it's not possible. It's completely normal. And I think social media has just completely butchered skin and just acne and scars and hyperpigmentation and post-inflammatory acne scars, and it's the dumbest thing ever. And I remember when I was going through the thick of it, when I was my worst time, I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to post anymore. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to go outside. It was horrible. I was so not confident in myself, and And if you think about it, guys, this is like a life thing. Don't ever let something affect you mentally when you can't change it. Like, let's say it's snowing out and something got canceled, and you're bummed out and you're stressing and you're hating you're hating life, and you're like, don't let it affect your mentality, because there's nothing you could have done to change that. But for example, maybe you don't have a lot of money and you need a job. You know, you can go get a job and kind of just help the stress that comes with that, and help, you know. But don't stress over things that you can't change, because ultimately it's like a cycle, you know. Stress causes some acne, and if you stress about acne, it's going to cause more acne, and you stress about that acne, and then it's an endless cycle. And yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, because me personally, I've kind of been going through this dilemma, I guess you would call it, just my skin. Recently my skin barrier this whole month has just been fricked and really red. I'll get closer to the camera. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you the products I use after, in case you're curious, even though my skin doesn't really look all too good. Like, I have some marks that are still going away. But do you think that affects me? Like, do you think I care about these spots on my face? Of course not. And that's why I think on some people, acne is attractive. Like, I don't want to sound cringe, but like, I think there's like archetypes of people and how they look. And I'd say, you know, some of you would probably agree, I'm a nerd, right? You know, the glasses, I don't know, like, I'm a nerd. And I think on nerdy looking people, acne looks better than normal skin. Like sometimes acne just fits people. It just does. And it's not like, oh, when you don't have acne, you're not cute anymore, or this and that. But I've been told a lot that it just fits me. Like, it's something that fits people, and you should never not be confident in yourself for being human. I think anything human is attractive. Like, no one wants this perfect alien model looking human, because it's like, you know, like wrinkles and spots and acne spots, and like, you know, it's just, I think it's so silly what social media has done, and all these filters. And, you know, maybe you look up to someone looks wise, like maybe a model or a friend, and you see them post on the internet, and it's like, holy cow, they have such perfect skin. I could never be like that. I could never even try. I should just give up. But guys, it's all filters. I promise you, it's just all filters. It's all a bunch of BS. And it's not something you should like compare yourself to. Guys, I haven't used social media. I scroll on like YouTube shorts, but are we really counting that as social media? I guess. But like, I don't use Instagram. I don't really use Snapchat. I don't use TikTok. I don't post on any of those. And it's greatly helped me, like, mentally, and just being more confident. And you're not ever comparing yourself to anyone you see online, and you're not like, you know, but yeah. So in October, I believe, I got prescribed tretinoin, and I have pretty sensitive skin. It's not crazy, but it's pretty sensitive. And that completely just destroyed my skin, like destroyed. I will admit, I used it too much in the beginning, and I purged really bad, like dryness everywhere. I couldn't move my mouth. It felt horrible. And yeah, so I stopped using that, and it's taken a long time, because I never had any of these marks at all, because I was prescribed. I'll get into all that later, but right now I'm actually using it. It's very common, so it won't be hard to find, but niacinamide. But I'll get into that later. I went through like the worst mental health era of my life. Like it was horrible. Because I was like, I finally felt pretty and handsome, and then I had acne for my whole life, and leading up to the point where I didn't have anything, I'm like, finally, I'm out of this stage, I'm out of this hormonal era, and I'm going on to my adult years, and came right back and a lot worse. So yeah, ultimately, guys, don't let it affect you, because at the end of the day, for a lot of people watching this, probably it's hormonal. Sure, maybe if you're like 29 or you're 35, then yeah, get into the whole skincare thing. It's always nice to take care of your skin, but once again, there's nothing you can do to prevent hormonal acne. There's literally nothing you can do. Maybe just not stressing so much. That's about it. Not stressing so much. That's the only thing you can do to help kind of prevent hormonal acne. At least like in a man. Like, I'm a man. I don't know how it is for a lot of women, because they go through way more hormonal changes than men. But yeah, I want to let you guys know, you can absolutely be attractive. You can absolutely be pretty with bad skin. You can be pretty with acne. You can be pretty with cysts. You can be pretty with scars. You can be like, that's the whole point of being human, guys. We're not perfect. We never will be perfect. And you should stop trying to reach this perfectionism. That's not possible. It's just not. But yeah, that's definitely something I've learned along the way. You know, I'm 20. I turned 21 in October, and it's just like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing I can do. Tell yourself, there's nothing I can do to prevent the acne I'm getting, because there's just not. No matter how many, like, you can, and it's hard because, once again, if you're like 13 through 22 or 23, maybe even 24, I don't know, like, it's different from when you're a little older and you're getting spots and wrinkles, and then it's like, yeah, I'll use retinol and tretinoin and this and that to help with things. But at least acne wise, you can't do anything. You just can't. You just can't. You can try and minimize a lot of things, and yeah, but like for me, guys, for example, I didn't have to use tretinoin. I didn't have to use retinol. I didn't have to use any retinoids. The only thing I used was niacinamide and then 1% clindamycin that was prescribed to me through the dermatologist. And I think I used it so much. No one told me that you had to use clindamycin only for 3 to 4 months, or you will get what's it called? Bacterial, like, basically the bacteria gets used to the clindamycin and it overpowers it, and then you get way worse acne than you had before. No one told me that, and I just kept using it, and yeah, I think that's what happened. But, and once again, clindamycin isn't an active, it's a antibiotic. I don't freaking know. But yeah, it's not like tretinoin or retinol or adapalene, or it's not any of that. So like, yeah, guys, of course you can use some things, but once again, some of you might be watching like how to get glass skin, blah blah blah, and how to, like, you don't need any of that to be confident and happy and to look good. I promise you don't. If you can look good with acne, do you think it'll change that much if you have clear, glossy, glass looking skin? Like, no. To me, it honestly looks a little weird. It doesn't look human. Like, the whole, like, I don't know. But yeah. So I'll show you what I use. So right now my skin barrier, like I said, it's a little damaged. So I just got this today, actually. I think the face washes that I were using were a little but I'm using the CeraVe. It'll be inverted. Wait, never mind. It'll be anyway, CeraVe hydrating cream de foam cleanser. So I have like combination skin. I have combination, like, kind of sensitive acne prone skin. And if you use the normal one, they have normal ones. This one's cream to foam. It'll help a lot more if you have oily, like for example, my nose is really oily, my forehead, my chin not so much. But the normal one is for like dry to super dry skin. So it's like really moisturizing. It might mess up, you know, your oily spots if you have oily skin. But yeah, and then I use the Dr. Althea 147 Barrier Cream. I don't know if it'll focus. I've never done anything. Does this even work? I don't know. But yeah, I'll just put images on the screen. But yeah, and then I've been using this La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm, the B+5. It's so bright, you probably can't even see it. But yeah, and my skin was really dry, and I started using this, just, you know, like the whole tip of your finger, maybe just all over. You pat it in. Make sure you do it on dry skin. You just pat it. Don't like just pat it, like really firmly press it on your skin, and it'll absorb. Like my skin was super red. Like I didn't use that for a couple days. My skin was red, and then I put it on, and it's not, you probably can't see, but it's not as red as it was before. And then what my dermatologist prescribed to me, I use a Aporix lotion, and it's 1% clindamycin and 4% niacinamide. For niacinamide, you only really need 2 to 5%. Anything above 5%, it'll kind of just mess with your skin more, especially if you have sensitive skin, like irritation and stuff. But I use 4%. When I had really clear skin, I use 2.5%. But like it, you know, it doesn't really matter. And the whole point of niacinamide is it controls oil, and it really helps like post-inflammatory. It's PIE, post-inflammatory erythema, whatever it's called. Like, so for example, on my cheeks, you see that? That's erythema. Just like really, when you get inflammatory acne, that just, it's like the blood vessels, and they're still there even when the acne's gone. But it's definitely helping. But yeah, as of right now, that's what I'm using. It seems to be helping a lot, and I hope it continues to be helping, because like I said, my barrier was like, it still is like but yeah, that's basically just what I wanted to say in this video, is that you're loved, and I promise you're pretty, you're handsome, you're beautiful, no matter what your skin looks like. There's so many pretty people in the world. There's a lot of attractive people in the world, and no matter what skin they have, they will just always, you know, be that way. Like, for example, guys, if you want to look smacks, and if you want to enhance your looks, focus on the base of everything. So like your jaw, your body fat percentage, you know, like working out. Focus on all of that, not so much the skin, because eventually your skin will get better. Like I said, if you have hormonal acne, eventually, at least for a man, your hormones will subside, right? You know, I'm 20, I'm young. Hopefully in like a year or two, it'll go away. There's nothing you could do really to kind of make all your acne go away. It's hormonal. So just focus on getting fit, being healthy, drinking lots of water, eating lots of protein, collagen, all this stuff. And, you know, focus on your face and your face fat and your physique. And yeah, that's about it. But I just want to let you know you're loved, no matter what your skin looks like, no matter how red or irritated or cyst filled or whatever your skin may be. I promise you can still be attractive, you can still be very beautiful, and you're perfect. So don't listen to the media norms and any of that. But yeah, if you like the video, just let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll make some more stuff about just life and, you know, skin and stuff. But yeah, I love you guys. You're perfect. No matter how much acne you have, I promise you're perfect. And yeah.